You're going.
Hi! This right here is my beehive. If you want to come around to the front so they can see the front of it, you're at the back of it right now. You can see there's bees coming in and out right here. And it's a little bit shady right now. It's about 5:30 and we've got some big pine tree shading, which is actually sort of a no-no in like beekeeping. We want to usually open up the hive when it's super sunny out, but it's okay. We're all fine. I'm usually a good. That's also the reason why this suit is white, actually, a little bit, because we don't want them to think I'm a black bear attacking them, right? When they're all in the hive, when it's shady or when it's at night, we don't want to open it up, and we also don't want to open it up wearing dark colors, so they don't think we're attacking them. Alright, I'm gonna open up the hive now. We get into it from the top. So there's a outer top, which was that, and then an inner top right here. Oh no! Okay, here we go. It's coming up. They stick everything together with this really gluey substance called propolis. And look, there's some bees on the top of the hive, right, the cover right here. I'm just gonna put that down. And I put on this top box. This is called a super. I put the top one on maybe like 2 weeks ago, so it's probably not very full. I'm gonna take it off real fast. And what I did, oh, it's stuck. Okay. I'm gonna get this little tool to pry it up. This is like my most useful tool when I'm beekeeping. I use it all the time. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pry it up. There we go. And now I can take it off. Oh yeah. And you'll notice there's a little metal grating on here. This is called an excluder. It keeps the queen out. So the queen's too big to come up through this, but all the worker bees can fit. And so it keeps this super completely free of any eggs that the queen might be laying, so there's only honey in that. But down in here, there's probably going to be honey and eggs, a mix of them. And this one's stuck too. They like to stick things together, bees. Everything gets really, really sticky. All right, here we go.
You want to talk about what I'm doing with the smoke?
Oh, yes. So this right here, we call this a smoker. And when we're smoking the bees, we do this for two reasons. Number one, if they smell smoke, they think there might be a forest fire somewhere. And so they want to go and eat their honey, right? So they're preoccupied with eating their honey because they're like, I don't know if the hive burns down if I'm going to have a food anytime soon. So they like have a big feast pretty much. And the second reason is that they send out alarm pheromones, which are like hormones, but you like send them out into the air. And they're just little smells, I suppose, that the bees can, they smell alarm, basically. It says, oh no, that somebody's attacking the hive. But when we have the smoke, they're like, their noses get all clogged up with smoke and they can't smell the alarm pheromones, so they don't know that somebody's attacking. Because that's what they think I am. I'm gonna pull out a frame for you so you can see it. And this is me unsticking the frames because they glue them all together. All right, now I'm gonna get this little handy tool. And this, I can use it to pick up the hive. Which one did I loosened this one, I think, yes, I did. And I'm trying not to squish them, they gotta get out of the way. There we go. Now I'm gonna pull it up. See that? Oh my goodness, look at that, that's honey. Oops. Oh no.
No, let it drip in the hive. It's fine.
It's dripping, okay.
Just let it drip in the hive.
Yeah.
So sometimes they create comb that seals together, so.
Yeah, when we pull it out, sometimes it likes to break, yeah. But do you see, all of that is honey. All of this. And they haven't capped it yet. When they cap it, there's a little bit of capped honey over up here on this side. If you see, right up, they cap it when they're completely done making it. And they have to get it at the right moisture content, about 14 to 18% water. And then they cap it after they do that. I'm gonna,
so you don't squish them.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna try to pull out another one to see, where did I put my, it's right here. See if we can find some brood cells. Now the brood are the eggs and the larvae of the bees. And so far, all we've seen are worker bees. That's unsurprising. They're the most common type. I really don't think we're going to find the queen because there are probably 50 to 60,000 bees in this hive.
But you want to be very careful because if she's in there, you don't want to squish her.
Yes, this is true. All right. Looks like a lot of honey on this side. Is there any brood on that side?
There's mostly honey, but it looks like also maybe capped pollen.
Oh, cool. We can show them that. Oh, this side's neat. Yeah, you'll see they sometimes build a little bit off the frames there. Whew, this is heavy. Honey is extremely heavy. All right, so yeah, see, this is a whole lot of capped honey, so they're completely finished with that. And then, is this stuff the capped pollen in here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of these, oh look, there's a couple of really bumped out cells you see right here. And those are probably drone cells. So the cells that they make really big are for the male bees because they're a lot bigger than the worker bees. And so those are drone cells. And the queen actually doesn't fertilize the drone cells. They've only got one set of DNA chromosomes. I think it's kind of interesting. Female bees have 2 sets. We have 2 sets. But the male bees only have 1 set, which is pretty cool. I think there's probably not a lot of brood up here. Do you want me to look in the bottom one?
Yeah, why don't you pull the...
Cool.
Pull that off and put it on top of that one over there.
Yeah.
Because you're going to put that other frame on there too, or that other super on there
Yes,
anyway.
I am. Oh, and it's so sticky. Wow, they really stuck this one. I can barely get this in. Alright. Let's see, can I pick it up? No, I can't. Is it coming?
Yep. You just squished a bunch.
Oh no.
It crawled out when you did it.
I feel bad.
Turn around and put it right down there.
Oh man, this is so heavy. Alright. Wow, and you'll see, look, they built some free comb up into here.
Well, that was off the bottom of those
Yeah.
other ones, and you just ripped it off, so.
Yep. Yeah, we can't keep all of the comb perfect whenever we open it up. Alright. Oh yeah, I see some cap stuff in here.
You're going to have to loosen it. And you should probably, when you pull these apart, clean off that burr comb.
Okay.
And make sure you're very careful not to kill any bees because the queen could be in there anywhere.
Yeah. Can you move?
You can blow on them.
There we go.
If you blow on the bees, they'll often move for you.
Do you see any drone bees?
I'm not looking that close.
Alright, I'm not seeing any really. But that's normal, there aren't very many in a hive. Okay.
Slow and easy. Now there you might have some, you might have a swarm cell there.
Yeah.
Take that out.
Right here, you see this one? This could possibly have a queen in it.
Might point to it again over there.
This one,
Yeah.
right here.
Because it's longer.
Maybe. It's, yeah. And the queen is a whole lot longer than all the rest of the bees are. We usually can't see her also because the bees like to crowd on top of her, so I don't think we're gonna see her today, but
there's also a big bunch
There's
hanging off the bottom here,
ooh,
so.
you're right. She might be down somewhere in that mess down there. Alright, in any case,
Hold it for a second.
can you show them the capped brood?
Yep, all of this over here is capped brood.
The really light colored caps. You'll notice it was a bit different from the honey. The honey was you could tell that there was something on the other side, and with this it looks kind of a little bit more poofy. like there's air in there or something. And so those are all larva cells.
Okay, be careful when you put that in there, because that
I
queen
know.
might be hanging off there. Blow on them if you need them to move.
I think they're moving. Cool. Alright, still haven't seen a drone. Or is it that one? Right there, that big one. You see
Yep.
it? That's a drone bee right there. He's walking along right there, and now he might be going down, but that was a drone bee. They're the males. They're a bit bigger. Yep. Cool. So that's what the inside of a hive looks like. Isn't that neat? And I come out here maybe once every 2 weeks just to inspect them, make sure the queen's still laying eggs and everything. If the queen's not laying any more eggs, then I've got a problem, because we need to make sure there's either some queen cells in there, and it looks like the queen's still laying eggs, so I might have to destroy that queen cell right there to make sure, because we cannot have 2 queens in a hive. The queen might actually possibly come up and destroy that queen cell. They like to just, sting through the queen cell, make sure there aren't any more queens in the hive, because if there are 2 queens, they'll fight to the death. You can only have 1 queen in a hive. They're kind of, yeah. Queen bee society is kind of crazy. But that's what the inside of a hive looks like. I hope you thought that was interesting.
You gonna put that one on?
Yeah, I'll do that later.
Okay.
They don't have to watch. I'm gonna put another box on here, because it's getting like a pretty big hive and I want to have extra room for them. Cool.